Hello, my wonderful subscribers, to my viewers, and to everybody watching me on Ordinary TV, guys. But I'm so MOB Bia Kwaba Shronko Pan, the Modu, Esabri Ordinary TV. Say, your first timer. Make sure subscribe, me like, comment, your comment section, so I click on the notification button for more news updates. So, we all know our former financial minister, ßreak, Ken Ofori Atta. Let me for when I'm so amasisia, you know, say, or a former or retire or bread or Jina Homie. I'm an aquacopia mu US. Now, when I aquacopia no, and then you know, say, yeah, no more there, say, yeah, because yeah, Kohani, a baby. When I'm so amasisia, some information be about better more to say, papa, well, embezzle $30 million US. Now, say embezzlement way or yeah, no. And maybe you have acquire baby or no, in your faso or no, so I say, Sikanashi. When I'm so am a US for answer as soon you want to say, any asset kito. And papa etimiya bɔ ne ho mmɔden escape ni nyina and say you know say holiday before say o chise oye bibi ne esa so mu a osimi hia me lawyer nya sa me nkasa yes and the lawyer ba no o ma chirechire sem say ni say esem say hinya bibribe me ameti he ebusa for sebi me kwa mention anti ase but kame ho ni nyina ye bom ne kotie audio no ni ye wia you don't comment about comment section or you get it and then you better subscribe you better share my for someone so enter some echo so our you might gonna say especially about a Ken Ofori Atta, former financial minister for Ghana, and then the one same be here about better mountain so and to me person myself brain come when you put him on some embassy medas
come my great hometown. Forgive me of my bad manners. What was designed as a national strategy to secure forests for oil import has become an elaborate game of pass the loot, and still we were told myth stabilized the forest market and supported the BDCs, which was the language of technocracy, masking tragedy. You cannot stabilize what you are draining. You cannot support the economy by sinking its spine deeper in debt. Let me tell you, when I sit here, I put on my thinking Ghana cap. I'm telling you. In as much as for the 8 years, Akufo-Addo was a gang leader or a gangalia in thievery, in stealing, I hope, and it's my wish that by now, in front page news, in our daily graphics, on radios, on social media, wouldn't me jail 25 years imprisonment with hard labor. His properties have been confiscated. His home that he's building, like a castle in Kumasi, has been turned into a factory, a shoe factory. Kabeti, Ken Ofori Atta has been arrested and is now serving jail term of 500 years imprisonment. These are the things, these are the news I want to hear. Because now, so I normal. Oh, now say we are normal. Oh, it's not normal. You see, when you see people driving the Bentleys and the Ferraris, the Rolls Royce and the Lamborghinis, and you see that over 20 million Ghanaians are living in abject poverty, it's not normal. It's not normal. Because when the white man, that garb of that rich and poor, people rose and fought against it. The French Revolution is an example. I see. All the villages in Ghana are going through hell. No good roads. So, ladies and gentlemen, In fact, commandment to us. The rot, a bone. This case must not end with Dr. Sledge. It must climb the ladder to the MIFS boardroom, the Ministry of Finance, with Johnny Ejofui. What to him? We gone. Ibuidua. We gone. Running away. Nobody turned it. Once upon a time, the most powerful Ghanaian, Ken Ofori Atta. What to him? We gone. It saddens my heart, ladies and gentlemen. And it is true the case must not end with Dr. Sledge. It must climb the ladder to the MIF boardroom, the finance minister, and also who sanctioned the siphoning of public wealth into private pockets. Where was Parliament when MIF became a private equity firm with public cash? Oh Lord. Where was the Auditor General when royalties of schools and hospitals became seed monies for astroturfs? Where were the media barons when $94 million slipped away in the name of gold aggregation? Today, the OSP hold one man. Tomorrow, it must hold a system. Now, Kekuju continues and says, we have lived this before. We watched the Japa collapse under citizens' resistance, only for its spirit to rise in new forms. We were told every scandal was a sacrifice for future stability. We were told every loss was a strategy, but Ghana is not. And this is very, very sad, ladies and gentlemen. It's sad that we must fight the system that fights the very poor Ghanaian. And your manwa, say your mind, I see a rising up to fight sa and nipa phone nipa bone for and upon wia omuwia o my Ghana as if a member crew. But Ghana is not a test lab for elite to experiment with hunger and hope. Gold is supposed to be our blessing. Yet in the hands of MIF and its partners, it became a looting in broad daylight. The people of Ghana must now decide. We will allow this gold to be alchemist into, and he brings the book of the alchemist book, into the political dust of another lost decades, or we will demand the full weight of accountability from the boardroom to the courtroom. Because if $119 million can disappear under the watch of our mineral fund, then what future are we saving for? Ladies and gentlemen, this is the man called Sledge. Fine man, no pimples, but he's a thief, an armed robber, a criminal. You see them driving in their Bentleys and their Rolls Royce. They think they are smart. No, they are not smart. These are people who steal from the very poor, Kayayi people's future. They are thieves. And I wish John Mahama and his people will fasten these cases and punish these people. But you see, Okoka, Ebeka Joso, na wo bobra. One more brandy and I will can't go with once. It's not because you are more brow. It's because we love our nation, Ghana. And that is the reason why I move a better. You see them mingling with musicians, celebrities. You see them the same thing he was doing, mingling himself with musicians, the same thing.
Finally, my champion.
Police
to investigate me. In contrast, the media should ask him about the silly thing that I was about to do, which frightened him so much into making that silly post about me. He should be asked what he knows about the National Service ghost names scandal and related
people in the public sector, private sector, teaming up with politicians to steal the nation Ghana. Now, and then come on, Menyo Babidino. Adebia, Misusu say, a concern for every Ghanaian. Indeed, when President John Mahama Eba Bemuno, Oka said what has happened under Akufo-Addo's regime was a crime scene. I think say Ghana for be brain one for my dream call. Asemo a Papa John Mahama ekaye no. And I menu bedin komobi afa eye enyoma akoso a esisi under Akufo-Addo. And they say oko eye Ghana, the news portal, online news, all the major broadcasting news station reported about the arrest and also Dr. Sledge being detained by the OSP. Now, who is Dr. Sledge? Now, and me know about you komo kakra. Now, Sana me acknowledge the presence of my sister Nobu and also Asamoah